welcome to this week's video and your weekly dose of love, inspiration, and support from the Soul Support Center. And this video is going to be a little bit different. It's about an end-of-year review and celebration. And the reason it's going to be different is because I had to come up with a way to share this with you that I felt would give you the same experience that I had. Now, I always do an end-of-year review every year, but it's usually after Christmas. This year, I was really struggling in myself. I don't know, I got tired, I got worn out, I felt really dull and shabby, and a bit discouraged. I'm learning a lot of new stuff doing this website, but a lot of it's techie, and so it's really frustrating, and everything just kind of came on me, and I just felt quite down and discouraged. So Spirit told me, go ahead and do your end of review now. You need to do it now. So last week I sat down and I did my end of year review, and I cannot tell you how empowering it was and how much it snapped me out of that state that I was in. And I got so excited about it that I want to share this with you, and would love it if you would join me in this process over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to put this video out Monday, because after Christmas, then what I would like to do is put out another video on setting our 2015 intentions. So if we can do our end of review now, I think it'll be really, really helpful and empowering to you. And the way I do my end review is I make sure that I have a huge block of time, so anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, and I like to put on music and scented candles and just make it a really cool, relaxing experience in a really comfortable place where I can be alone. So I go back and I start in January, and there's kind of a series of questions I ask myself. You know, where was my life at in January? What were the things I was struggling with? What were the things that I manifested that I consciously intended to manifest? How did the universe come through and support me? Were there surprises? Were there miracles? And I do it through the entire year. I reflect on January, February, March, and I go through that whole process. So what I have done is I've created a little end-of-year review booklet that you can print. Just go to our printables tab and click on that, and you'll see the book and you can download it. And this will give you some of the questions and help guide you on what to reflect on month through month as you go throughout the entire year. Why it was so empowering for me, and what I found, is that I was absolutely shocked at how much I had done this year. I mean, it blew me away. And since I was feeling really down and really discouraged and frustrated and tired and worn out, it really lifted me up. It gave me a new sense of self-love and appreciation like I have not had in a long time. And it was shocking to see how much I really did and how much I accomplished. And mostly this year for me, it's been about creating this website. It was a vision in my head, and it took a lot of work, you know, to get that off the ground and to start creating content. I've never had a website. I had no idea. I had to learn so much tech stuff. And also, as soon as I set on that path, the universe came to support me in amazing ways. My first quote on the website was $3,000. I got somebody to do it for $150. Now, you talk about the universe going out of its way to give you support. That was huge. And I noticed that not only did I have a renewed sense of appreciation, I realized a lot of qualities and character traits that I have that I really, really love and I'm really grateful for. I'm really, really super strong. I'm really brave. I take a lot of risks. I have an abundance of faith, which is why I can take those risks. And so you'll pick up on these kinds of things that you really need to know about yourself. When we're living life and we're in it, we don't think anything's happening. We're not aware. But when we stop and we look over the course of a year, we can see how the puzzle has fit together, how much we really have done with our lives. And not just on the outside, but also on the inside. How much I've grown. What were my issues this year and my challenges inside me? And what did I do to overcome those or to transform myself and my consciousness? So it's really fun, but it was just, like I said, for me, it was incredible. And I got so excited about it that I thought, I have to share this with people. But the best way I knew to do it was to actually create this little booklet so that you can have your own experience and process with it. And then when you're finished with those questions, then the next thing is to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. And when we're doing the review, you're going to realize how much the universe has loved and supported you, as I've mentioned, and you'll want to acknowledge that and celebrate and thank the universe as well. And what this does for me is it makes me realize how magical and miraculous the universe is, because this last year for me, so many things happened that there's no way I could have designed or created it or made it happen myself. And so it reaffirms my faith, and it roots me more deeper in my being that for sure there is a higher and larger and wiser power that is living through me and managing my life, even though I don't feel like it half the time, and I forget so easily. I mean, I'll have a miracle and then 2 weeks later I'm doubting life again. You know, I guess that's human nature. Maybe you're not like that, and that's great. But I am, and I forget these things. And so it really helps me, it deepens my relationship to spirit and the awe factor of how life works, and how little I have to do and how much the universe does to bring it all together for me. And I think we all need that. That's what it's about when we're working on our consciousness and we're trying to be the change in the world and having to trust the process of life. And it's so easy to forget how life is with you at every turn. So make sure in your review that you look over those things as well, not just the wonderful things you've done, but the wonderful things that the universe has done, and it will help solidify your faith, and it will re-inspire you, and it will make you realize that anything is possible, so you'll open yourself up more. And so we do the celebration point, and then lastly there's a reflection exercise in there if you choose to do it lovingly, and I say this, you have to be lovingly and do it non-judgmentally, of looking over the places in your life where you think you fell short. Maybe, you know, you didn't handle a situation with somebody well, or maybe there were a lot of days that you lived in depression when you didn't need to because you weren't living in the now, or whatever it is. Some of those things, you can look at them, and if they're still important to you and you want to manifest something or you want to work on a specific thing, then we can add those to the next thing we're going to do, which is setting our intentions for 2015. But if you want to just reflect on them and put your list aside, if it is something that matters and that you want to add to it, then feel free to do that, and we'll work on that in the next video. So I really hope that you have the same experience, because now I don't feel dull and shabby and I am re-inspired. So click on that printables tab and print out your downloadable little booklet and do your review, and please log on to our Facebook page, post what you have achieved this year that you're really proud of, or post, you know, the qualities you discovered in yourself that you absolutely love. Please get interactive with us. We need to hear from you. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.